Hi, welcome to a tutorial for creating your own interactive TI-Nspire activities for students using the TI-Nspire CAS Teacher Software program. The TI-Nspire CAS Teacher Software is available directly from Texas Instruments, either in a teacher bundle along with the TI-Nspire handheld or sold separately. Visit education.ti.com for more information. For starters, when you open the teacher software, you find yourself here at the Welcome screen. The Welcome screen gives you an introduction to the types of pages that you are able to use in your activity file, as well as other options to manage, transfer, and open other TI-Nspire activities. In any activity you create, you have the option of including a calculator page, a graphs page, a page for geometry, lists and spreadsheets, data and statistics, notes, a Vernier data quest, or a page with a question on it. Now that you're familiar with the types of pages, let's get started on creating an activity of our own. We're in a new document, Document 1. The window pane to the left is the Documents toolbox. Currently, we're clicked on the tab Document Tools, but for now, let's click on the Page Sorter so we'll be able to view the problems that we are working on. The pane in the center right shows the page that we are working on currently. It is important to note that what you see on this screen is what students will see on their calculator. This screen works exactly like the TI-Nspire handheld screen. Let's take a moment to explore our workspace. This bar contains two options, Content and Documents. The Content displays our computer and calculator files, so we want to be in the Document tab to work on an activity. We'll start by adding a new page for our activity. Today, we will demonstrate creating an activity that I've planned called Transforming Graphs. In this activity, we want students to see a parent graph and then be able to graph a particular translation on the same screen. For the beginning of this activity, I want a notes page for a title page. There are several ways to do this. From the Insert button on the File menu bar, the Insert button on the Editing bar, or from the calculator screen, either by clicking in the center of the screen or by clicking the drop-down menu and then Insert. We want to insert a notes page for the title page. We'll begin by typing the title of this activity. The title page is a great opportunity to list where this activity might be used, and the SOL objectives that might be covered in this activity. In our case, the SOLs are for Algebra 2.4 and Algebra 2.6. I'll take this opportunity to show you that you can change the color of your type as well as the background for your type. Now we want to include the instructions for this activity. We want to note that within an activity, the tabs let you know what problem number you're in, corresponding with the first number, and the page number within that problem, which corresponds with the second number after the decimal place. We want to insert a new page. Note that we are now still in problem 1 but on page 2. Since this will be an instructions page, we will insert a notes page. Now we would like to start a new problem, since problem 1 is the title page and the instructions page. we want to insert a new problem. We want this page to be a graph page because we want the students to see the parent graph that they will be transforming. So let's add a graph page. The parent graph for the first problem will be the absolute value of x. We type this in the formula bar at the bottom of the screen and press enter. We also want students to be able to see the instructions for where they need to transform this graph. So we would like to split the screen. We go up to the editing menu and go to the page layout drop-down menu. Note that we have several options. We can split the screen vertically, split the screen horizontally, split the screen into 3 sections or into 4 sections. In this case, we want to split the screen into 2 vertically. Note that this keeps the original graph to the left, and now we have a new page on the same page, just the screen is split. Now we'll type the instructions in a notes page. We can also change the graph color by clicking on the graph and then clicking on the line color drop-down menu. In this case, let's make the graph maroon. You have many opportunities with this software in creating other activities. Maybe you want a geometry page. Insert a new problem and click on Add Geometry. Maybe your activity includes comparing angle measures of triangles. We will now look at the Document Tools tab under Document Toolbox and note that we can insert a triangle with the Shapes drop-down menu. Maybe we want to compare the angle measures. Maybe your activity uses a list or a spreadsheet. Note that the document tools change with this type of page. Let's insert some data and name our data list. We'll name the first X and press enter, and the second Y and press enter. Maybe the students will use this data in the spreadsheet in a data and statistics page. Note that if you're using data, the data and statistics page must be in the same problem as the list and spreadsheets page. We'll click to add the variable X of our data, and we'll click to add the variable Y of our data. Note that if you insert a new problem in a data and statistics page, the data is no longer available to you because you are in a new problem that does not correspond where the data was originally. If we insert a veneered data quest, it must be noted that supplemental equipment must be used along with the TI-Nspire to gain data. The only other type of page which is only included in the teacher software is a questions page. We must insert this from the File menu bar or from the editing bar. Note that the drop-down menu on the calculator screen does not allow you to insert a questions page. There are many different question types that we can choose from multiple choice, custom choice, ABCD, true false, yes or no, always, sometimes, never, agree or disagree, strongly agree, as well as open response questions, equations questions, and coordinate points and list input. Let's choose a yes or no question and press insert. One last thing. To save your activity, make sure you go to File, Save As, and type in a file name that you will easily remember. Also check and make sure that your document will be saved as a .tns file, and click Save. Now you're ready to share your activities with your students. Thanks for watching!